Good morning, everyone. It's George again, the 1LT here with Able Company 1506 Milsim. How to conduct a squad ambush. Let's get into it. You are a squad leader within 1st Platoon Able Company of the 1506 Milsim. Your squad was issued the order to conduct a squad ambush in order to deny the enemy free to maneuver. On a larger scale, your company is setting up blocking positions, utilizing kills on the coastline to isolate battalion objectives to the northeast. Commander's intent: destroy the enemy and collect intelligence. The platoon leader gave you, or attached to you, the M240 machine gun team from Weapon Squad. This consists of the M240 gunner and his assistant gunner. They have 500 rounds of ammunition. Additionally, the platoon leader issued you 1x Claymore Mine. You additionally have your standard weapon squad, your standard rifle squad, which consists of your Alpha team and your Bravo team. The enemy is utilizing 1x soft-skinned Humvee and an AK-47s. Let's get into our orientation of the map. So here to the east, we have our border, and the west, obviously our western border. The vehicles are moving west to east. Up here we have our blue forest symbols. So 1-1 Alpha is your Alpha team. Okay, your Bravo team is split into Security 2 and Security 1. Alright? Interchangeable, it doesn't really matter. Your M240 team is marked by the 240 symbol, as well as the rifleman for his assistant gunner. Your squad leader here, or you, in this location, is the SL. So let's just say that we are all at the objective rally point at this time. That's where we are. We're at our staging area to go on this operation. We're behind the hill. They can't see us. First thing we need to do once we get this mission is conduct troop planning procedures and planning and issuing the warno and operation order and making sure that everyone kind of has a general idea of what's going on. So let's assume that you've already done all the planning necessary, you've done your PCCs, you've done your PCIs. It's now time to maneuver or move. So in this case, it's time for us to do our leader's recon and end place. So, who's going on the leader's recon? Essentially, it will be the squad leader first, marked by the SL, as well as his security elements. This is going to be platoon SOP. It's kind of dependent on how the squad leader wants to do it, but for our platoon, for our purposes, it's easiest to just bring your security elements with you. Alright? Additionally, it may be possible for you to change that out and bring, say, a team leader from security and a team leader from Alpha team. But you want to have some sort of command and control at the objective rally point or patrol base of operations, right? So let's just assume that for whatever reason we've decided to take our security out with us in the leader's recon. Our first step is to confirm the kill zone, or confirm the objective area, right? We got to make sure that while we're maneuvering, we stay hidden and we're not skylighting and the enemy can't see us, right? So we confirm that, yes, this is the location of our kill zone, and we also confirm where we want to place our security elements at this time, as well as our assault and supporting by fire positions, or elements. So we walk our security elements down to where we want them as the squad leader. We emplace them. Now, if you took team leaders with you, that's alright. You would at least leave one rifleman at these locations, or a grenadier or a AR, whoever you took with you, if that makes sense. So we have our security in place. They're nice and camouflaged. They're laying down. The enemy can't see them. They've blended in with their terrain. Perfect. The job of the security is to provide that early warning detection and to alert us when the enemy's coming. Alright? Or if there's a larger force than we thought there was, aka we're not winning that 3-to-1 ratio we talked about in the last video, they can call it off, right? So we've walked security element 1 to their position. Now we gotta walk security element 2 to their position. Alright, so they're getting in place here at the far east side. You might be wondering, why do we need security to the east? It's a doctrinally sound way to make sure that in case we get surprised, we have security. It doesn't not always makes sense, but that's alright. Let's continue. So I've just placed security. I'm walking up. If I had team leaders with me, at this time they'd be coming back up with me too. And then if I did take team leaders, then we'd go ahead and place the security elements again. Okay, because there needs to be 2 security guys at both points. Alright, so moving on. We've placed our security. Now it's time to in place our support by fire position. I've already noticed that during my leader's reconnaissance, I want to conduct an L-shaped ambush, and I want to utilize the natural curve in the road for my support by fire position. So I, as the squad leader, I take my weapons team down, and I place my weapons team at the position I feel comfortable with, right? Which is right here at this bend. They've got some nice tree cover, nice rock formation, and they've got a good visibility on the objective. Okay, so this is going to be what we call our support by fire position. You guys are, I'm sure, familiar with that term because we've used it a lot. All right, so there we go. We've got a support by fire position. I am now going to walk back up and in place my assault. My assault position I've decided is going to be right here at a group of trees and bushes just north of the kill zone. Okay, I myself as a squad leader will position myself at a point of decision with the assaulting team. As for this movement, you could take the 1-1 Alpha team with you while you're placing the 240. It's strictly up to the squad leader how he wants to do it. And let's not forget our mind that 1-1 Alpha has attached to them. So at this point, we're ready to go. We're expecting the enemy to come within about 15 minutes. So we're making final preparations. I tell 1-1 Alpha to emplace the mine. When Alpha does so, their mine gets emplaced, right? Now 1-1 Alpha has the standard rifle squad, rifle team, right? So they have a grenadier, a team leader, a rifleman, and an AR. All right, they've just emplaced the mine. So now we're in place, which is great because that's what we want. And now it's time for us to wait for the enemy to come. So the enemy is moving. They come into sight. Security via radio tells us, be advised, 1 times enemy vehicle approaching soft skin. You acknowledge that as the squad leader, and as they get close, you as the squad leader, you're going to initiate it. You're going to tell your whoever emplaced the claymore, whoever got that firing device to blow the claymore. That's on you. Okay, so you're the one that tells them to initiate that. Okay, you always initiate an ambush with your most casualty-producing weapon, which in this case is the mine. Okay, so you, the squad leader, decide that you're going to continue and you're going to go through with this ambush. So you, at this time, you tell them to initiate the ambush. Boom, the mine blows up. Okay, the mine blows up at this time, and the vehicle is damaged, destroyed, and rendered deadlined in the kill zone. Okay, at this time, your support by fire is still shooting at the enemy, right? It's a mad minute. So it's a mad minute of fire. You're not stopping shooting. Your assault element could even fire down too with that 249 machine gun. Essentially, you're making sure that no one's moving. Okay? After that mad minute of fire, what's then going to happen is we need to assault through the objective or reorganize and reconsolidate. Alright, so that's what we're going to do here and what I'm going to show you. Okay. Leave that there. Alright, so let's just say our 1 minute is done. It's time for us to get online and assault through. So I as the SO, or you as the SO rather, is going to be behind your 1-1 Alpha team, assaulting through with them. Your 1-1 Alpha team is going to get online here at this south line, okay? That is their area of responsibility. They're going to reposition, that team leader is going to reposition key weapon systems. Okay, so that 249 gun is most likely going to be pointing to the west. So he'd be towards this intersection of the L, okay, pointing west down the road, because that's where we expect to take enemy contact. The squad leader is going to come to the apex, and at the command of the squad leader, the M240 team is going to move in and in place on the apex. Correction, not on the apex, but on the LOA on the west side, okay? And placing the 240 where we think we're most likely going to take contact from again. Alright, while this is all happening, 1-1 Alpha team leader is getting me an ace report, as well as the 240 team leader. He's giving me an ace report, okay? The 240 team leader is probably the assistant gunner, okay? So all that information gets to me. I know that all my guys have water, food, they're not hurt, they have all their equipment, and we're good to go. Now it's time to search the objective. We search the objective in a zigzag pattern, as discussed. Okay, so one guy from Alpha Team, or 2 guys from Alpha Team in this case, are going to do the EPW and search. Okay, And so as such, they zigzag around, they check for intel, they check to make sure everyone's dead. If they're not dead, they tell the squad leader that aid needs to be rendered, or you conduct APW operation, search, segregate, speed to the rear, etc., silence, as per platoon SOP. Okay, so we've just reconsolidated, reorganized on the objective, and we're ready to pull out. Remember, we have 15 minutes on the objective because intelligence suggests that the enemy could possibly do a QRF within 30. All right, so we need to get off the objective. How do we do that? We leave the objective as shown by this overlay. So what's going to happen is the squad leader is going to tell 1-1 Alpha team to pick up and move back to the designated rally point, in this case, which is a platoon RP. They do that, as well as the M240 machine gun team. And the squad leader's following behind them. After these guys successfully get off of the objective, okay, he's then going to call for the security elements to pull off the objective and come back to the rally point, which he's doing right now. All right, and this is all done via radio. It could be done via runner, it could be done via flare, it could be done via smoke. So if you pop a green smoke, that means security leaves. There's something called a black and gold plan, which we'll get into. So if you shot it black, then that means certain people with that designation would get up. But we're getting into specifics, and that's not what I want to do here. So the end goal here is we've killed the enemy via an ambush. We've denied the enemy freedom to maneuver, and that's what we just did. And then we've rendezvoused back up at our rally point. So that's all I have for you today in Squad Attack, correction, Squad Ambush. I thank you guys for showing up and watching this video. I hope it helped. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the ground at Able Company 1506. Take care.